It is Wednesday, October 9th, 2024. This is the Super Organizer Show with James Lott Jr., or as we call it, the SOS Show with James Lott Jr. Here on JLJ Media, the Super Organizer Network. How are you all? On a Wednesday, I know I haven't done a regular proper show in a while. I've done this SOS Shorts. Thanks for listening and watching those. I will continue to be doing those also. I am looking for guests to come on the show, so I'm working on that too. So that'll be coming up. But I also have to come on here and talk to you and answer issues. People ask me questions all the time. So I want to answer some of the questions you get and on these shows. And I do it in my very blunt style. So before I do that, I do my thanks and gratitude. I want to give thanks and gratitude to my girl Regina Lark, Dr. Regina Lark, who is my soul sister, my friend. She is productivity and emotional labor and organizing expert. It was her birthday this week. She is just amazing. I've had to see her in a while, but I did reach out to her. I sent her a video, and I'm going to try to see her soon because I've been traveling. I've been traveling a lot. I want to give a shout out to all my travel, everybody else along with my travel. I've been setting up. I'm revamping my business, so I've been really busy doing all this travel to make that happen. And I want to thank everyone who's assisted me and helped me. I appreciate. I've had to make some strange turns and twists and get here and get there, and all my travel plans have been wonderful. And thanks to that, thanks to my brother JR for helping me with my mom, and to my mom for she's stabilized and we're moving forward. This is good for now. I just and also lastly but not leastly. That's a word. I'll make up words. Yes, I have degrees, but I'll make a word. Leastly is Stacy Barker, who is my girl, PR girl, who just you've seen me in a lot of articles recently. It's because of her. So thank you so much, Stacy, for your friendship and your love and support of me. And also to my girl, Michelle Stafford. I'm going to throw in there too. 30 years and on the rest list. She also gave me a shout out because she has hired me as an organizer and wants to hire me again. So I'm very excited. Thank you. And I appreciate anybody who sees me where I do. And that leads into this episode. It's a brief episode also, but it's people have asked me, so James, you are a certified life coach and you're a certified personal organizer. You do both. And people ask me, what does that mean? And I mean, we forget this even certification. It's just like you are a professional organizer, but you're also a life coach. Aren't they the same? So I'm going to give you my unvarnished opinion about what that means. And are they the same? And so my answer is no, and in some cases, yes, but no. I think they can go hand in hand. I think they can go as another service, which is what I do. I provide, but they're two different things. And I'll tell you, professional organizing, in the simplest way to say it is, it can range from you doing the organizing, physically you doing it, you moving the items over here. That's the simplest way to say it. From that to coaching somebody or teaching them how to move said items over here. Coaching, to me, coaching is, I don't physically do it. I don't mentally do it. I'm off the hook, as my old boss would say. I am here to watch you do it. You do the work. I'm not doing the work. It's not for me. It's for you. I'm not here to learn nothing. It's just for you. Let's go back to organizing. Another simple way to think about organizing. Organizing is, I am showing you and helping you out in finding ways to be organized or more productive or less scattered, whatever the issue is for you. And that can happen in various ways. Me physically, you notice I say physically again, me physically showing you how to do it. And then maybe I'm doing it for you. I set it up, and then I teach you how everything is set up. You go. Whereas coaching, for me, I tell you, we sit down, we talk about it. You say, I want to get from point A to point B. Okay. I give you exercises, I give you work, we talk it out. But you're doing the work, you're doing the talking, you're doing the work. I'm looking at it, analyzing it, and seeing how we can go to the next step. I'm providing the steps to your freedom, so to speak. Now, if you do organizing and coaching together, that's kind of what I am doing in both. I'm helping provide the steps to your freedom from whatever it is that you're stuck in. So, see there? So, in some ways, it may seem the same and can sometimes be used in tandem together. If done really correctly and efficiently and smartly, it can. Because there's times when you are sometimes just sharing and talking with someone, and they're sharing with you, and you come up with solutions that work for them. Or sometimes you implement, they say, I just want you to do this. I want to make sure I find the peas and the bottom and the carrots on top. So that I just do it. And sometimes there's no lesson to be learned. They don't care how it was done. They don't want a lesson. They're a busy professional. They just want to make sure they can just get in and grab the carrots and peas and know where they are. Peas and carrots, peas and carrots, peas and carrots. It's an old joke. Some folks just want, that's all they want. They just want to know where to find it. They really do not care about anything else. Where in coaching, it's fully participatory, active. You have to answer. You have to do it. I can't just tell you, okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to put this over here. That'll make you feel better. We don't do that in coaching. We don't tell you. Coaches are not, and same with therapists, same with organizers. We're not therapists. We're not psychiatrists, therapists, clinicians, and we're not that. We, on both sides, may act as a support system during your journey, your mental journey of organization or productivity. We're not to give you any medical advice or any kind of advice. That's not what we're here to do. So I get that, and that's kind of what I'm very much. I used to be a nurse, so I have that in my background too. All these things I like to help people, but it's. I feel like I hope you guys are following along. That's to me that's one of the simplest ways to say it, because it really is this. I was an organizer first, and then this lighting is just so horrible. Ooh, folks, I am so sorry. I'm trying to what is going on there? It's cold outside. That's not even better. It's really overcast outside. I live in LA, and there's marine layer happening, and I'm just like, ooh, what's going on? Okay, sorry, just try that. If it is, these are folks who are watching me. If you're just listening to me, then it's me something. But no, I'm trying to make it sound as simple as possible. That it's just for example, I've been promoting my latest organizing book, productivity book, Unlocking Positive Results. It's a little mini book, like 30 pages, part of my Super Organizer series. I have one small steps lead to large rewards, which are organizing tips. Now I got productivity tips. I have some new books coming out on how to let go of bad clients and other like active listening. I have a whole bunch coming out. So, but they're here just for you as tools to read them, maybe relate to them, and maybe implement some of them. It's not, and so it's under the Super Organizer umbrella, but it's kind of a coaching tool that's related to organizing, but also a part of your life. So the lines can get a little blurred in certain areas. That's why when I was an organizer first, I became a life coach. I thought this I can work together. And I have clients who it's very I do very separate. I charge this price for coaching and this price for organizing. It's very separate. The two separate business. But there's a way to do it where you can actually kind of coach. I've had coaching sessions where we didn't do any organizing. We just sat and we talked. They had their notebooks out. We were working, workshopping ideas, doing stuff, and then our next session was an actual organizing session. So that's one way to. That's one example on how to use them together. You sit and talk first, have a session like that. Keep it going, and then the next session. That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like I've done that. I've done that whole where it's like this session is this, and it's two separate things, but it works together in that one person's life. Because sometimes in the just regular session, we'll uncover something that helps them in another area of their life. But actually, that actually can happen too in organizing. We'll be doing something, and a light bulb goes off for something, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, I get it. I get it." They get it. And so I guess it's both. I guess it can happen both. So there is some overlap. But to me, I do view, well, beat this a dead horse and boring you to death. I'll come to an end. But I do see both professional organizing and life coaching as beneficial. But I see them both as two separate entities that can work together if need be. But there has to be clear lines on what each part does. It's like the one hand feeding the other, so to speak. They have to work in tandem together somehow. And I would say for some people, even if you have a therapist or a psychiatrist, whatever, all three, or a counselor, all three can work together for you. And I know some folks who have all three, and they're trying to work it all out. And nothing wrong with any of that. Nothing wrong with any of that. I love it. So I just think that's great. I'm gonna say, I think it's everything. Oops, where did my screen go? Okay, there we go. I'm so happy to talk to you about any. If you have any more questions about organizing, maybe life coaching, I do have a life coaching podcast, A Lot of Help with James Lott Jr. You check that podcast out. I talk to all kinds of professionals from all walks of life, about mental health, physical health, all kinds of health on that show. ALotofHelp.com is the website. I am available to be hired for coaching. You can also hire me for just one-on-one sessions. Again, email me or message me under this to get more details. I've had folks come to me just for one session. They need something to work out, and we did it, and we just got them started. So that's also available too. And organizing, I'm available for hire too for that. I'm James Lott Jr. I will talk to you next time.